Here's something that doesn't make sense. The average American earns about $15,000 more per year than the average European. They work longer hours, they retire later, they have access to credit cards with higher limits, mortgages with lower interest rates, and they live in the world's largest economy. And yet, when you look at actual savings data, Europeans consistently save a higher percentage of their income than Americans do. But here's the part nobody talks about. Neither group is actually building real wealth. The European saves more but still can't afford to retire early. The American earns more but lives paycheck to paycheck. Both feel stuck. Both feel like they're doing something wrong. This video isn't about who's better. It's about why two of the wealthiest regions on the planet have created systems where middle-class people work for decades and still don't feel financially secure. Let's figure this out. Let me introduce you to Sarah. She's 29, lives in Austin, Texas, and works as a marketing coordinator for a mid-sized tech company. She makes $65,000 a year, which is slightly above the median household income in the U.S. On paper, Sarah's doing fine. She's not rich, but she's not struggling either. She went to college, got a decent job, and she's living what most people would call a normal life. Let's break down her month. Sarah's gross salary is $65,000. After federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, and Medicare, she takes home about $48,000 a year. That's roughly $4,000 per month. Now let's see where it goes. Rent for her one-bedroom apartment, $1,400. It's not downtown, but it's safe and close to work. Car payment, $420 per month. She bought a certified pre-owned Honda CR-V 3 years ago. Nothing fancy, just reliable transportation. Car insurance, $140. Student loan payment, $350. She owes about $32,000 total. She's been paying it off slowly since graduation. Groceries and food, $450. She cooks most nights, but orders delivery maybe twice a week. Gas, $180, utilities and internet, $120, phone bill, $75, gym membership, $50, subscriptions, Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime, a meditation app, $45. Let's pause here. We haven't even talked about going out, buying clothes, getting her hair done, or visiting her family for the holidays, and we're already at $3,230 per month. That leaves her with $770. This is the part where most people say, see, she has money left over. She can save. And she does, sort of. She keeps about $300 in her savings account most months. The other $470 gets spent on things that feel necessary but aren't fixed expenses. A birthday dinner, new work clothes, an Uber after drinks, a weekend trip to visit a friend, a small emergency like a dentist visit or a car repair. By the end of the year, Sarah has about $2,500 saved, maybe $3,000 if she's disciplined. She's not irresponsible. She's not blowing money on luxury handbags. She's just living. But here's the thing. $3,000 in savings after a full year of working 40-plus hours a week doesn't feel like progress. It feels like survival. And when Sarah looks at her future, buying a house, having kids, retiring comfortably, it feels impossible.
Now let's go across the Atlantic. Meet Tom. He's 31, lives in Munich, Germany, and works as a junior project manager at an engineering firm. He makes 52,000 euros a year, which is about $56,000 USD. He earns less than Sarah, but let's see how his life looks. After taxes, health insurance, and pension contributions, which are automatically deducted in Germany, Tom takes home about 2,850 euros per month. That's roughly $3,050 USD. Rent for his one-bedroom flat, 950 euros. It's small but well-maintained in a decent neighborhood with good public transport. Health insurance, already deducted from paycheck, so $0 out of pocket for routine visits. No car. Tom uses public transportation. Monthly transit pass, 60 euros. Groceries, 280 euros. He shops at discount supermarkets like Aldi and Lidl. Cooks most meals. Utilities and internet, 90 euros. Phone, 20 euros. Prepaid plan. Gym, 30 euros. Subscriptions, Spotify, maybe one streaming service, 15 euros. We're at 1,445 euros. He has about 1,400 euros left over. Tom saves 700 euros per month consistently. That's about $750 USD. By the end of the year, he has roughly $9,000 saved. That's 3 times more than Sarah. So what's going on here?
The first thing you'll notice is that Tom doesn't have a car payment. That alone saves him $420 per month. Over a year, that's $5,040. He also doesn't have a student loan payment. In Germany, public universities charge minimal tuition. Sarah, on the other hand, is paying $350 a month toward a degree she finished 7 years ago. Tom's rent is lower relative to his income because housing in many European cities, while expensive, hasn't inflated at the same rate as U.S. cities like Austin, Denver, or Seattle. And culturally, Tom isn't expected to own a car. Public transport is reliable, affordable, and socially normal. In most American cities, not having a car means you can't get to work. But here's where it gets interesting. Tom saves more than Sarah. That's a fact. But if you ask Tom if he feels wealthy, he'll say no. He's not investing that 700 euros every month. Most of it sits in a savings account, earning maybe 0.5% interest. He's saving because that's what you do in Germany. It's cultural, it's expected, but he's not building wealth. He can't afford to buy an apartment in Munich. Property prices are insane. He's not investing in stocks because he doesn't understand them and doesn't trust them. His pension will give him something when he's 67, but he has no idea how much. Tom is doing everything right according to European standards, and he's still not financially free.
So here's the uncomfortable truth. Americans are trapped by a system that requires them to go into debt to access basic necessities: education, healthcare, transportation. The system is designed to keep them spending. Europeans are trapped by a system that rewards saving but doesn't teach investing. The system is designed to keep them safe but not wealthy. Both are losing. Sarah feels broke because her income is being drained by monthly payments on things she needed years ago. The $350 student loan payment, that's $4,200 a year that could be invested. Over 10 years at a 7% return, that's $61,000. She's paying for the past instead of building the future. Tom feels stuck because his 700 euros per month is sitting in a savings account losing value to inflation. Over 10 years, that's 84,000 euros saved. But in real purchasing power, it's worth less than when he started. He's not losing money, but he's not winning either. Neither of them were taught the difference between saving and investing. Saving is defense. Investing is offense, and you need both.
Here's what someone who actually builds wealth does differently. They don't ask, how much can I save this month? They ask, how much can I invest this month? They don't see their paycheck as income. They see it as capital. They don't buy cars on credit unless the car directly generates income. They buy used, reliable cars in cash, or they don't buy one at all. They don't keep $10,000 in a savings account just in case. They keep $2,000 for emergencies and invest the rest. They understand that $500 per month invested at 8% annually becomes $91,000 in 10 years, but $500 per month sitting in a savings account at 0.5% becomes $61,000. That's a $30,000 difference. Same discipline, different result. They also understand something that Sarah and Tom don't. Time is more valuable than money. The 29-year-old who invests $300 per month will have more wealth at 65 than the 45-year-old who invests $1,000 per month. Compound growth doesn't care about how hard you work. It cares about how early you start. Financially intelligent people also reject lifestyle inflation. When Sarah gets a raise, her rent goes up because she moves to a nicer apartment. When Tom gets a bonus, he books a vacation. There's nothing wrong with enjoying life, but if every raise leads to a new expense, you never escape the cycle. Wealthy people increase their savings rate when their income increases. Everyone else increases their spending.
So where does that leave us? If you're American, the system is designed to make you spend, but you're not powerless. You can reject the car payment. You can pay off the credit card. You can refinance the student loan or pay it aggressively and move on. If you're European, the system is designed to make you save, but saving isn't enough. You have to learn to invest. You have to take some risk. You have to stop letting your money die slowly in a savings account. This isn't about blame, it's about awareness. You can't control the system, but you can control how you respond to it. The goal isn't to feel guilty, it's to feel clear. Because once you see the game, you can stop playing it the way everyone else does. If this perspective helped you think differently, consider subscribing. I make videos like this every week. No hype, no shortcuts, just honest financial clarity. Thanks for watching.